Hi, welcome to the Handmaidens. It's Lora here, and today we are making a treat that is pretty expensive at the store. It is so expensive that I have never seen any manufacturer have the balls in their pants to put it in a regular size box. When I was a child, we bought this product in a teeny tiny doll size box, and now that I'm an adult, we go to the store and we buy it in dime bags. I am talking, of course, about granola. Granola's good for you, so they hammer you for it. We're gonna make it ourselves for a little less money, I hope. I think. I'm not doing the math. Do it yourself. But oats are cheap. That much I know. And today we are using my favorite recipe. We're using 3 cups of rolled oats. We are using some molasses, some cinnamon, some salt, honey. Clara, grab me the honey. We're using vegetable oil, vanilla. We're not using vanilla, we're using almond extract. And we're gonna get some dried fruits and some dried nuts. All right, Dorothy, bring that to me. Thank you, babe. Thank you, girls. Okay, so 3 cups of oats is how the story goes. I'm not using quick cook oats.
You're not.
I don't know why I'm not using quick cook oats. You know why I'm not using quick cook oats? I'll let you all in on a little secret. A long, long time ago, I used to be a regular person with a regular job. And one of my regular jobs was making granola. And this is not the exact way that we made it. First of all, I used to make it in a 30-gallon garbage can. It was a clean garbage can, Dorothy.
Okay.
And this is not the exact recipe, but it's close. It's close enough because I didn't know how to make it in less space. So we've got 3 cups of oats. Just gonna put in a little cinnamon, half tablespoon or so, a heaping half. Don't measure the cinnamon. You go by what you like, what you feel. Okay. We're just gonna put a little salt, approximately a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a half. You can taste it in there and it does make a nice taste. It's not in there for nothing at all. Today I have walnuts and almonds and chia seeds. Other times, I'm just gonna try to get a cup total of all of this. Other times I've used sunflower seeds, pecans, coconut, any sort of thing that you like. Now when we buy our store-bought dime bags, sometimes we buy a chocolate peanut butter one, so I guess if you wanted to put some peanuts in there, that would be good as well. I mean, literally anything. This is, other than to show you how not a big deal this is, this is almost a waste of our time because it can be so personalized. But you know, if I hadn't had a job doing this, maybe I would have felt nervous to get started. If I looked at the price tag and how much they charge for this stuff, I might say, oh, it must be so difficult. Okay, so that's done. Let's put in some wet stuff now. We're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of cooking oil. This can be, again, any oil that you like. Coconut oil, olive oil, you know what oil is. Vegetable oil, sunflower oil. Okay. Now, we are going to put in honey. We're going to put in a 1/3 cup of honey. You can also use maple syrup. Usually, lots of times, I like to mix honey and maple syrup because then you can't really taste which one you flavored what you're making with. Back in my younger days, when I was convinced I was going to keep my family off of the snack sugar, I used to bake and substitute honey and maple syrup all the time. For sugar, And I always like to mix the two because then it wasn't like, oh, this tastes like maple syrup. Oh, this tastes like honey. So there we go. That is in there. I'm gonna put just a teaspoon of extract flavor. Let me tell you what, when I made this stuff professionally, we weren't putting any extracts in, but it is nice. You can put in vanilla, almond, you can put in whatever you want, again, but put in a dash of extract, about a teaspoon. And let's put in 3 tablespoons of our buddy molasses. Now, see, it's already stuck with honey. If molasses flavor is too strong for you,
syrup,
you could put in a little extra maple syrup or honey, or you could put in a little sugar or brown sugar, raw sugar. Yeah, brown sugar's good, right? Brown sugar and cinnamon, isn't that one of the classic flavors that they're selling to us out in the world?
Brown sugar.
Yeah, cinnamon and brown sugar. That's a classic combo.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Now we're just stirring it up. You know, like you do, until everything is sticky coated. Okay. Have a look, see at that. Dee, can you see that just fine?
That looks like it's gonna be good, and it already does taste good because I tasted this and I know what it tastes like.
Exactly. You know what mommy's granola's like. We're gonna put it on a cookie sheet, baking sheet, cookie pan. We're having a family drama right now about what these things are called. Comment below what you would call this cooking item. This is a brand new one that my mother brought me as a not so subtle hint to hop on here and make some granola. Thank you, Mom. We're gonna spread this out on here. If you want to put parchment paper, you can. Now, when I did this in professional ovens, I used to stir it while it was baking, and I had, you know, little burns going all the way up my arms. You want to flatten this out as much as you can to cook it as evenly as possible. Isn't that lovely? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in a just warm oven. It's gonna be 350 degrees. We're gonna cook it for 15 minutes, okay?
Yum.
Hit that button, babe.
15 minutes later, this is what it looks like.
This is what it looks like 15 minutes later out of the oven. It's a little darker brown.
Can I have a piece?
A piece? No, it's not even cooled yet. You can have some when it's cooled.
Okay.
So, what we're going to add now is some dried fruit. I have some cranberries and some raisins, but obviously the sky is the limit. I'm going to say about a cup of dried fruit total, but you're going to know when you get to stirring it in, like it's going to look like, oh, that's right, that's what I'm looking for. But I'll say about a cup.
Or a handful.
Right, a handful. So let's say you put in coconut. I would put in a dried pineapple or a dried mango with that. You know, raisin is just classic. That's what I grew up with raisins in it. You could put in some, if you did peanuts and you wanted to put in some chocolate chips, you could. I would wait till it was cooled off all the way though. Just stirring it in. Dee, can you see this process here?
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay. Just mixing it up. Now that looks about like the right nut fruit grain ratio to me. I'm happy with this. Now, after this cools down, I'm going to put it into a container. I personally like to use a repurposed pickle jar. But anything will do. A little tin, a Tupperware bowl. I don't care what you put it in. If you want to break it out into your own dime bags, be my guest. But here is how I make granola, and I hope you try it, and obviously let me know if you like it.
It smells good.
It does smell good. It smells really good, and I think it's pretty. At Christmas time, sometimes I'll buy pretty glass jars, and I'll give it away in lieu of Christmas cookies because the red cranberries look cheerful and festive enough to me, and I feel like, everybody gives cookies, so little granola to help break up the monotony and maybe add a little health to the holidays. And this is good. This is whole grain. I've read that oats are good for your heart, and dried fruit is packed with vitamins, and nuts are high in protein. I feel like you can't go wrong with this. And obviously you can doctor it up any way to make it palatable. That's another good thing I'd like to hear from you. If you do make it, tell me what you put in it. And if you come up with some amazing combo, I'm going to try it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for watching. And I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.